What's going on, everybody? Today was a day, fun day. Got out doing some sourcing, and then my phone died about like 3%. I was planning on hitting a bunch of other stores, planning on getting my shipper today. Just didn't happen. So I packaged up a bunch of stuff earlier with the intent on getting it shipped out, and it'll have to go tomorrow. So anyhow, my name is Jeff, and welcome to my channel. I'm a full-time reseller, and basically on this channel, I talk about all things eBay, all things reseller, all things kind of like what I do in my business, and how I do things a little bit differently than a lot of resellers. And if you stick around long enough, you might learn a few things. I've been doing this for 12 years, full-time for 8. And I've got a bit of a unique eye, I believe. I think I find value in things that other people don't. And I like challenging myself to see what I can sell. So I'm going to show you, there's a few things that sold throughout the evening. And I'm going to show you some of the pickups that I got from sourcing today. So I'm going to start with what I believe is an extremely creepy doll. I sell a lot of these things, but I just for the life of me cannot understand why anybody would want to buy this. This is a Monchichi doll. I mean, is it adorable or is it creepy? What is it? I mean, why is it like half bear, half baby? I don't know. Anyhow, this is old. This is from 1974. I was out when I got this offer. I sent an offer out. And then I believe it was listed at 45, and I think I sent an offer out for 10% off. Somebody countered at 35. I got confused. I was thinking this was a much smaller doll than it was, so I accepted. I'm all in on this for like $3 or $4. I can't remember. I would never pay much more than this for this. Goodness gracious! And it sucks its thumb. That's what this one is known for. That's what. Oh my goodness, it's so creepy. Okay, what else? Oh, I know. I sold something that I already packaged it up. I only had a couple sales come in. Started off the day strong. Had that nice Scientology sale that came in. Where are we at here? So this was for a wooden knife. I have it, I described it as an indigenous 12-inch wooden knife / weapon, unknown origin. I don't really know where this came from. I mean, I got it from a thrift store, but I don't know. It's pretty cool though. Sold that for $25. I bought it for I think like $4. So there, and you can see the sale there. So that just sold this Sanyo micro cassette recorder for $26 and change, literally like 20 minutes ago. I was just relaxing on the massage chair and I saw an order come in. Paid nothing for this. This was in our junk drawer for, I want to say, the better part of a decade. And I'm just like, finally, like, I'm just going to sell that. Like, nobody uses it. It's interesting because I bought something like that today. I'm going to show you in a second. And then one other thing that I sold, I want to get the description for you for how I listed it. Bought this off of Facebook Marketplace in a lot. I was buying these concert tickets from this lady. So she put some concert tickets up, bought them. Then she put more concert tickets up, bought those. And then I was trying to like bundles, because sometimes like when I'm buying on Marketplace or Craigslist, well, actually more on Marketplace, because you can see their other items, is I'll take a look and see if there's anything else that they have, and then try to bundle and get a better deal that way. So I listed this. It's a cool piece. I think I paid $5, maybe $7 for this, but it's difficult. It might have been listed at $7, but when you factor in that I got a deal, especially because I was buying a bunch from this lady, I ended up buying all her concert tickets. Like, I think I had gone back 3 times, and I got some really cool like concert ticket stubs, a lot of heavy metal stuff from the 80s, and all that stuff sold super fast. So this, I listed it. It's a WAPW Pewter Dragon Enchanted Bridge by Mark Locker, and number 3860. That sold for $30. He hasn't paid yet. The order came across a couple hours ago. I believe he might have sent a counter to. I don't know if I sent an offer. I've been having some success sending offers. I'm finding that I might be overpriced on some of my things, but some of that is by design. And I know you might be like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why would you want your stuff overpriced? Because I have so much stuff, and new inventory system, it gets to be hard to find things. So I don't mind when people make an offer if I'm high, because then that gives me a chance to find it. A little bit backwards thinking, like most resellers, most experts, everybody's an expert. Like, I was thinking about this today, like, because I've been doing this for a long time, and I watch other people who, it's like they have their way in their head, and they tell you need to do this, and this to succeed. And you've got people who are doing like store reviews. I'm sure if people looked at my store, they would probably think that how do I sell anything? But I do. And I'm starting to get a little bit more optimistic as more steady sales are starting to come through. So I'm thinking the changes that I've made on my one store are starting to bear fruit. And now I'm working on my wife's store, trying to get that corrected. Now that's going to be many, many months doing that, because it's like I kind of got to sprinkle in cleaning up the listings while listing new inventory, while sourcing and doing everything else. But anyhow, so those are the items. I wanted to get a video out for that so I can get those packaged up tonight. We got a bit of busy day tomorrow. My wife and I were going to go out for a bit, run some errands, maybe grab some lunch, do some sourcing. But anyhow, so I'm going to show you a few things that I bought today. Like I said, I do things a little bit different in terms of the things that I buy. I buy a lot of collectibles and low risk items that I believe will pay dividends down the road. So I bought this. This is Will Rafuse. Okay, so I paid $2.50. It was half off. It was everything in the store was 50% off. And I don't know this artist, but I looked up his name and I saw if other things were selling of his, and they do. So this is like a postcard series or something, but at $2.50, whether I sell it locally, it's small enough that I could even sell this online. I'll probably list it online. Yeah, I figure it's worth that to take a shot. I got what is this again? It's a book, but there was no, Skyrim. It's got some damage. I think Skyrim is a video game, and this is like an art book of the video game. Paid $2 for this. It's got some damage, but it seems like there's some sales in the $20 to $30 range. I pick stuff like this all the time, especially when it's that cheap. So yeah. Okay, this next sale. I like to play this game with my wife. I like to show her things and ask her what it sold for or what I paid for it. So I showed her this. And I'm like, how much do you think I paid for this? And she goes, $4. And I'm like, okay. First of all, no, that's not what I paid for it. I paid $25 for this. It was $50, so it was half off. And I don't know, like there's closed sales anywhere between 30 and 50 for a brand, I'm sorry, pre-owned used ones. And this one comes with a cassette in it. I'm sure the batteries don't work, but I didn't find any comps. I figure this is an easy double or triple, like easy. Like it's funny because I just sold that micro cassette recorder for $26 and it's used and it's, you know, it's probably 12 or 13 years old, but I was thinking about this and I was like, so like I said, there's like Sony cassette in there and I was like, you know what? I think I have some of those cassettes at the house. And I do, and I did. So what I'm gonna do is bundle these. I've already taken this listing down. So I have 4 of these cassettes already. So I'm gonna bundle these with that. A lot of what we do as resellers, at least a lot of what I do, is it's like a big memory game. You know, it's like, how can I get more how can I make my listing more valuable, more desirable for the consumer? Because this is already going to be over £1. So anything that I add to this is not going to cost any more in shipping and handling. It's not any more that I have to charge. It's not any more that the customer is going to have to charge. And so I've had these and they've not sold, probably had them priced too high. So now I can take these and pair it with that and make this listing more desirable, ask more money for it, and we'll see what I'll get out of it. I don't know. I have no idea, but I know that I'm going to get more than what I paid for it. And that's the bottom line. Like, either A, risk enough that it doesn't really matter if you, I don't want to say lose money, but if you buy something for $1 and you end up not selling it, first off, you must have really made a really, really bad purchase. But it does happen. But I don't know. There's taking calculated risks, and then there's paying up for something that you know that you're going to make money on. That's the case with this one. I paid up for it. Yeah, I would have loved to get it for $5, but thrift stores are getting a little more intelligent. Like, it's like they just learned that there's an internet that they can research things on. Paid $1 for a couple. I've got tons of these little Vancouver Olympic plushes because they're in the area, they're in the region. I sell them. They're not like fast sellers, but whenever I see them brand new with tags, I will pick them up. I've got many different sizes. I've got these little ones. I've got bigger ones. I've got sets. I like to make sets, and yeah, so there's that. I saw this hat. I don't know what this is. AWGE. It's very clean. I don't know. I paid 50 cents for this hat. It is an actual brand. I looked it up to see if there were any other AWGE hats out there, and I don't know. It seems like there were some crazy, I don't remember if I looked at closed sales or just what people were asking, but it seemed like people were asking like stupid high money for something, but I'll have to figure out what that is. But for 50 cents, I'll take a shot. I actually got some comics from this one thrift store that I've never seen comics before. Nothing too special, but I will say this. So this is a series called Albedo Anthropomorphics. For some reason, anything anthropomorphic anthropo anthropomorphic 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 old stuff like this. Anthropomorphic. Okay, we got it. Basically, it's how do you explain it? It's having animals be like humans, I think is what it is. I've had luck selling this kind of stuff before. Like, there is a market. It is collectible. I know that these series are quite old. So I paid $1 each for these. So there's Furlough. Yeah, they're all Furlough comics. So it's almost like, there's a lot of cosplay stuff like this. And they're not in like super high grade, but I'm just gonna lock these issues up and see what happens. I got a couple magazines. I paid $0.25 each. No, I paid $0.25 for them both. They had like all these baseball, basketball, football, like baseball card monthly magazines. I looked through them. I'm not a huge sports guy. I'm a huge fan of one specific team in football. Not this team. I actually really dislike the 49ers. But I picked up these two because they have Jerry Rice on there, and I know that he's, a lot of people like Jerry Rice. So I thought for 25 cents for these two, I don't think I can go wrong. Picked these up. These were actually in the free box outside one thrift store. I've never heard of this show, Road to Utopia. Bing Crosby, Bob Hope. I only picked it up because it looked old and it was in pretty good shape and it was free. Same thing. This is I Love Lucy. I know that this is part of like a 25 volume whatever. And I know that because I saw all 25 issue tapes at a previous thrift store a couple weeks ago. But I thought, you know what? I'm not paying anything for this. This will be good for somebody who needs this one to fill a run. I'll throw it up. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But no cost in that. Same place. I picked up these plushes. They were free. Gateway Casinos and Entertainment, 2019. I mean, I don't know if they're worth anything, but for free, I'll take a shot on them. There's 2 of them. Casino merchandise can sometimes be collectible, but like I said, I got nothing in it. Picked up a recipe book. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. There's certain things that I just like to buy. I like to buy these kind of like these, I don't know what you want to call them, regional cookbooks. It's something that people just don't have access to if they don't live in that region. I paid $1 for this. I mean, I actually feel like I probably overpaid, but I've had luck selling these. And like I said, it's just, sometimes you just get it in your head that, there's certain things that you enjoy selling. So why deprive yourself of that? Only a couple more. These are just some IKEA pieces I paid $1 for. If you've watched the channel at all, I compare these with other things that other of the same that I have and they sell. So I paid, like I said, $1 for these 3 things. Doc Martin's book, paid 50 cents for hardcover. Always going to be a Doc Martin fan. I kind of want to look through this myself. And then the last thing that I got, I think this is the last thing. I have no idea if this is going to sell. I saw this and I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like taking a chance on this. So this is like something a chef wears. Schmuck. it's Al Sile Trattoria. It's a restaurant in Italy, and it's extra large. So you know, it's for a big chef. It's got a little bit of it. It's got one stain on it. I don't know if it'll come out. I paid $2 for it. It's kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I saw it and I'm just like, you know what? It's kind of unique. I Googled that restaurant to see if it was where it was, and it's in Italy. So maybe somebody who's gone to Italy, who is a chef. I don't know. Like I said, I'll take a shot. It's kind of like the Scientology thing. Pay $4 or $5 for something, you end up selling it for 60. You do this long enough, you just have a feeling about specific items. You know, hopefully you get some ideas of things to source. Hopefully you'll be seeing these showing up on the What Sold videos in the coming weeks and months, and hopefully not years, but some items do sit a year or two. But yeah, if you've watched this far, then you're probably enjoying the content. Consider subscribing, consider liking. That would be, how do I say it? That would let me know that people out there do enjoy this kind of content, and then I will keep making it. So anyhow, may your sales be plentiful, and you know, no challenges. Like, I've actually hadn't had to call eBay for a couple days now. It's been nice not having to deal with any issues. Knock on wood. So anyhow, we'll talk to you guys soon.